Welcome to our channel, Bravo News. Scheana Shay exposes Lala Kent. She won't take accountability. The shocking truth behind their feud. The comment that started it all. The atmosphere inside SUR had always been thick with unspoken tension, but this time, it wasn't about cocktails, cheating scandals, or late-night hookups. No, this time, the heat came from something far less obvious and far more personal: accountability. Scheana Shay had always been the one willing to call things as she saw them, even if her words sometimes landed like a dagger in the middle of brunch. But when she took to her podcast mic on a random Tuesday, fans weren't prepared for what was about to unfold. "I love Lala, but..." Sheena's voice softened, then hardened again. She has this way of deflecting. She doesn't take accountability, and it's exhausting. And honestly, the real issue isn't even what people think. Within minutes, Bravo fans clipped the audio, posted it on TikTok, and the Vanderpump Rules fandom went feral. Hashtag Team Scheana and hashtag Team Lala started trending on X. Reddit threads were lit on fire. And in West Hollywood, whiskers turned into shouts. But the question remained: what was the real issue? A history of friendship and fracture. Scheana and Lala's friendship wasn't always fragile. In fact, there was a time when they were each other's fiercest defenders. Lala had once dubbed Scheana her ride or die during season 8, and Scheana had been by Lala's side during her pregnancy, her split from Randall, and the custody drama that followed. But like most Bravo friendships, the cracks began where cameras couldn't always reach. Privately, Scheana felt used, like Lala only called when she needed support, advice, or a podcast platform. Publicly, Lala felt Scheana was too forgiving with certain castmates, accusing her of playing both sides whenever drama exploded. The stage was set for the kind of implosion only Bravo could televise. Confessional daggers. When the cast gathered to film a group dinner at a sleek new restaurant on Melrose, producers knew exactly what they were doing. Wine was poured, appetizers untouched, and the questions grew sharper. Finally, it was Scheana who snapped. "You sit here acting like you're above everyone else, but when it comes down to it, you never take accountability. Ever." Lala's jaw tightened. "Accountability for what, Scheana? For not kissing everyone's ass? For living my truth? Please." The table gasped. Forks paused midair. In her confessional later, Scheana didn't hold back. "The real issue isn't what she said about Ariana or what she said about James," Scheana said, flipping her glossy ponytail. "It's that Lala can't admit when she's wrong. And until she does, we can't move forward." The real issue revealed. For weeks, speculation mounted. Was it about Ariana? About James? About money? About Sheena's new ventures competing with Lala's brand? Finally, Scheana cracked during another podcast episode. "The real issue," she said carefully, "isn't just one fight or one comment. It's the way she handles people. When you care about someone, you show up. You apologize when you hurt them, even unintentionally. But with Lala, everything is everyone else's fault." She paused. "And when you've been friends with someone that long, it hurts. It really hurts." Bravo intervention. Producers smelled gold. The network began crafting promos around the feud, teasing, "This season, friendships will break, loyalty will be tested, and the truth will come out." Reparators texted both women privately, urging them to keep it real, but don't go nuclear. He knew Bravo fans lived for the drama, but he also knew Scheana and Lala's friendship had been a cornerstone of Vanderpump Rules' latest chapter. Still, the damage was done. At the reunion taping, Scheana and Lala were seated side by side, but the tension was unbearable. Fans take sides. By now, the fandom had fractured just as much as the cast. Hashtag Team Scheana stans argued that Scheana was finally standing up for herself, tired of being treated like a convenient friend. Hashtag Lala defenders claimed Lala was strong, independent, and refusing to bow to Sheena's emotional manipulation. Twitter threads dissected every facial expression, every micro shade in podcast appearances, every line of their confessional edits. The drama wasn't just on screen, it was alive, breathing, and being replayed in real time online. Personal costs. Behind the cameras, the fallout was more painful. Their daughters Summer Moon and Ocean had playdates scheduled. Now, those stopped. Scheana admitted privately to Ariana that she felt guilty about the kids being caught in the crossfire. It's one thing if Lala and I don't get along, but our girls, they didn't ask for this, she told Ariana tearfully. Ariana hugged her, reminding her, friendships shift, but accountability, it's about both sides. Maybe she'll come around, maybe not. Reunion fireworks. The reunion stage was a battlefield dressed in sequins. Andy leaned in, eyebrows raised, as he asked Scheana directly, "What exactly do you mean when you say Lala doesn't take accountability?" Sheena's voice cracked but stayed strong. "When you hurt someone, you own it. Lala never owns it, and I'm done being gaslit into thinking it's always my fault." Lala fired back. "Maybe if you had a backbone, Scheana, you wouldn't need everyone else to validate your feelings." Gasps filled the room. Andy tried to keep control, but the daggers had already been thrown. What comes next? As the cameras went dark, one truth remained. Scheana and Lala's friendship might never be the same. Scheana had drawn a line in the sand publicly and permanently. Lala, refusing to budge, saw no reason to apologize. For fans, it was heartbreaking but intoxicating drama. Two women who had stood by each other through custody battles, marriages, divorces, and betrayals, now torn apart by something as simple and as complicated as accountability. Whether they make amends in future seasons or not, one thing is certain: this feud will go down in Vanderpump Rules history as one of the most raw, real, and unforgettable. And as Scheana herself said in her final confessional, sometimes the real issue isn't what's said on camera. It's what's left unsaid off camera, and those are the wounds that cut the deepest. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to our channel for regular updates.